Hi, I'm Rowan Taylor, Director of Financial Services here at Blackburn. Amazing stats been released in the last few days. Unbelievably, Australia has notched up 23 years of consecutive growth. We haven't had a recession for 23 years. Does make me wonder where are all of the doomsdayers now who predicted Australia was going to fall off a cliff so many times during those last 23 years. It does just go to show that if you focus on the statistics and don't listen to the hype in the media, you're probably going to make some better decisions. So, what does this mean? 23 years of consecutive growth. Well, it means that Australians have learnt a bit. Prior to the GFC, the percentage that Australians of their incomes were saving was pretty much 0%. There was an insatiable credit binge. Credit cards, houses, investment properties, you name it, everyone thought that it was never going to end. And then the GFC came along. So, what have we learnt? Well, if we have a look at the graph at the moment, you can see that currently, on average, we're saving about 9% of what we're earning. So, as much as Australians are still very optimistic, they're also preparing for that rainy day that will come in the future. What does it mean for a whole generation of people who've been in this country for 23 years, particularly the younger generation, the Gen Ys and those before them, who've never experienced a recession? Now, a recession is 2 consecutive quarters of negative economic growth. So, for someone who was born 30 years ago, they've never experienced that. How that's going to impact their spending and their investment habits, then that's yet to be seen. What we do know is that the Gen Ys and those before them aren't saving anywhere near as much as what the Gen X's and certainly the baby boomers who've seen a recession before are currently doing. So we'll keep an eye on that because that's a really interesting development. So what's happening now? The doomsdayers are back out in force. The economy is going to fall into recession. Unemployment's going to skyrocket. The mining boom's over. All the things that get the headlines, all the same things that they've been saying for the last 23 years. It could be true. I don't think so. As you can see, the mining boom has changed. We've moved from mining investment to now seeing the benefit of all of that investment with a ramp up in our exports. And according to the ABS, they're expecting that by 2020, that 17% of our economy is going to be based off exports. So the mining boom isn't necessarily over, it's just that the mining industry has changed. We're moving from mining investment to now seeing the benefit of all of that investment with actual exports coming out of the ground. And with an increase in agricultural exports, particularly up to China, it does look pretty solid for the Australian economy in the coming years. Will it be another 23 years without a recession? I don't know about that, but I'm certainly a lot happier being in Australia and investing in the Australian conditions here than I would be if I was living in Greece or Portugal at the moment. So over the next few years, things are looking pretty good. If you'd like some more information on how the economy works or just anything to do with investing or you'd like some advice, don't hesitate to give us a call on 1300 INVEST or go to our website blackburninvest.com.au. I'm Rowan Taylor, Director of Financial Services here at Blackburn.